Hey! Fucker! You gotta kill me! Stop! Stop!
An officer stopped to check on a crashed vehicle, expecting to help the driver. Instead, he found himself fighting for his life. The driver charged him, claimed he had a gun, and rushed back toward his vehicle. Seconds later, the encounter ended in gunfire. On May 26, 2020, a Jacksonville Sheriff's officer responded to a single vehicle crash on J. Turner Butler Boulevard after reports that a driver had fallen asleep behind the wheel. The officer's mission was simple: check on the driver's welfare and make sure he was okay. But the encounter quickly took a dangerous and unexpected turn. Let's go to the officer's body-worn camera.
Okay, got you, man.
All right.
Thank you.
Got it.
Take care, all right? Hey, what happened?
I was on a long trip today. I was up from Savannah.
Gotcha.
And,
do you need rescue to check you out again?
no, I think I'm fine.
You don't have any pain anywhere?
No, it hurt my chest for a bit, but it's fine, and all I got is this.
Okay.
I think I just need to get towed and stuff.
HQ Hotel 166.
Hotel 166.
Oh, shit, man.
If rescue's en route, you can 1066 them.
10 for Hotel 166.
So you say you're coming from Savannah?
Yeah, I just took a drive. And
Gotcha.
I can't even tell you what time I left.
Where do you live at?
At the beaches.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. You don't take any medication or anything like that? You just tired?
I had to take some medications, but I just got tired. I haven't slept much lately, but I'm on normal medications. And
Yeah. All right. Do you have your ID on you or anything?
Yes,
like
I
that?
do.
Were you asleep whenever they rolled up on the... Were you still unconscious? Are you okay?
What happened is...
Is this your normal?
No, I'm shaken up, officer.
I got you.
I almost died.
Come
I was sleeping, and
don't have a seat right there because I don't want anybody rearing me. But if you want to have a seat on the ground, then that's fine. Did you, aside from naturally being asleep, did you feel like you got knocked unconscious or anything like that?
I don't know. All of a sudden, I heard bang, and I looked up and I saw everything, glass was going crazy and stuff.
I got
I
you.
just went nuts.
I
man.
got you. What happened? Did you get out then, or?
I didn't know what happened, man.
Okay, I got you.
I was
All right.
completely asleep, and it just hit me hard.
I understand. I got you. All right. I got you. All right. HQ Hotel 166.
Hotel 166.
Hey, I'm sorry, I didn't hear. Did you say FHP's en route?
10 for there.
10-4.
Damn, officer, man.
Stop what you're doing right now. What are you doing?
I don't know.
You rescue 1068 again. He just lost his mind on me and tried to attack me. Stop what you're doing. Stop. 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 Stop.
Hotel 166.
Stop.
I just...
Stop. He's fleeing and running around. He says he got a gun. Stop. 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 Stop.
Oh, fuck you.
HQ Hotel 166. Stop firing. Stop firing. Stop. Stop. Stop what you're doing. Stop. Stop right now.
Hotel 368, 364, reach you on.
Unavailable.
Fuck. Holy shit. Okay. Everything calm down. Holy shit. Holy fuck.
Still 16611, get us updates if you can.
I got one incapacitated on the ground right now, performing medical. 2 shots fired, 2 good hits.
advise you did signal 18 on the south side.
10-4. Hotel 166 got 1052 for rescue.
23.
Go and get a tack channel as well.
10-4, 1039. Risk 71 from Davis, Conway.
From a tactical perspective, there are several important training points worth discussing. After being struck, the suspect fell face down on the pavement with both of his hands concealed underneath his body. At that moment, the threat had not necessarily ended because the officer could not see the suspect's hands. The officer approached, holstered his firearm, and did not immediately handcuff the suspect. He then radioed his supervisor, advised that medical aid was being provided, and briefly walked back toward his patrol vehicle, exposing his back to the suspect. The officer later returned and attempted to roll the suspect over. While the suspect ultimately did not have a firearm, there was no way for the officer to know that at the time. A concealed hand can still access a firearm or another weapon, even after a suspect has been shot. Ideally, in a single officer situation, if a suspect's hands remain concealed after the use of deadly force, the officer should maintain cover, continue issuing commands, and control the scene until backup arrives. If the officer must close the distance, the objective should be to safely secure and handcuff the suspect as quickly as conditions allow, while minimizing unnecessary risk. This is not intended as criticism of the officer. High-stress encounters unfold in seconds, and every situation is unique. The purpose of this analysis is to highlight valuable training lessons for both new and experienced officers. Never assume the threat has ended. Never lose sight of a suspect's hands. And never expose your back to a suspect until the scene is fully secure. Those few extra seconds of patience and maintaining a tactical advantage can make all the difference.
364, I'm almost 1097. Where are you, boy?
JTB eastbound, about 3/4 of a mile before Hodges.
Wait a second, I'm going 1097. Take 13, wait, give me a route, please. Suspects outstanding.
Hotel 166, 1054. Yeah.
777
Yeah, I'm good.
is units go to 97. Let's start securing the evidence.
I'm good.
Secure the scene.
Yeah.
Perimeter. Make sure that officers spin 77.
Hotel 166, I'm 77, sir. Everybody be careful on the way here.
The suspect, John Allen Dunaway, died at the scene from his injuries. Investigators later determined that no firearm was found inside his vehicle, despite his repeated statements that he had one. The state attorney's office concluded that the officer's use of deadly force was legally justified based on the totality of the circumstances. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office also found the shooting to be within department policy. As always, this video is intended for educational purposes to examine tactics, decision-making, and the legal principles surrounding police use of force. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and if you found this analysis helpful, please like and subscribe. This is Texas Safety Watch, where we break down what legally matters, what tactically matters, and the lessons that can be learned from critical incidents across the country. Until next time, stay aware, stay safe, and God bless. We'll see you in the next case.